What's going on, paranormal world? It's been a minute since I caught up on some Ghost Adventure house call episodes, and I think the last episode I reviewed was the Wayprin Falls one. Now, this episode I'm talking about today is the Panic in Palatka. I think that's how you say it, but I'm pretty sure I butchered that. So, the Ghost Adventures crew head to Florida to help this woman named Bunny. And she has experienced everything you can imagine, but one of the creepiest things that she mentioned was she heard her name called in her friend's voice. Now, the crew heads deep down into the country part of Florida, and there's no phone service, and it's basically non-existent down in that area. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going anywhere that I don't have phone service. That's a #1 rule when traveling. Anyone else like that, leave a thumbs up if you think so. But before they enter the property, they meet with Holly, and that's Bunny's sister. And apparently she's too scared to go on the property, and she said it's just basically too creepy. She always, just feel like this heavy presence every time she gets close to it. So she met with the Ghost Adventures crew on the side of the road and, gave her experiences or whatever. But let me ask y'all something. Is it me, or does it seem like most of the people that the Ghost Adventures crew try to help look like they're on drugs? And I'm not saying that they are, but it does always come off that way, like just the way they look, the way they move, and twitch and stuff like that. And that's no disrespect to those individuals, but it's hard not to factor that in when you're investigating something paranormal. Like, if a person is high on drugs or hearing stuff, you're not going to take them serious because they're high on drugs, opposed to a person that's not on drugs hearing stuff. So anyway, Bunny, she lived at this property for 9 months, and right off the bat she said that she started having mood swings, and when she brought her horses over, her horses began to act a little bit crazy. And then Jay makes the comment that, hey, maybe it's something that's on this land that's causing all this disturbance. But the first initial walkthrough, Jay is touched by something, and shortly after that, they capture a Class A EVP. And the EVP said, "Oh yeah, coming through." So that could have been that spirit tapping Jay, saying, "Hey, I'm coming through." But my thing about this scene is that was a Class A EVP, and they should have been all freaking out and just took a moment to take that in, because really, that's probably the clearest EVP in Ghost Adventures history. And, they just breezed by it and started joking right after that. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And right off in my mind, I'm thinking, hey, it's fake. So, I'm just like, no way in hell that someone is not going to freak out over that clear EVP. But one thing the crew is trying to capture and focus on is this black mist that's been going on in this house. And Bunny claims that she sees this all the time. And also Jay focused on the land outside where the house was built, because Jay, he's good with that type of stuff, and I wish they would do more with that. But her land is apparently where the local slaves used to go and sleep at. And we also found out that the Native Americans cursed this little Florida town. I don't know how true that is, but I'm just going off what the episode said. But anyway, the lockdown begins, and they try to communicate through these walkie-talkies, and every time they communicate, it gets this interference, or either the walkie-talkie doesn't work, but voices are coming through the walkie-talkie and talking to them. And as usual, Aaron is the one miraculously always affected, since Zach is not there. Y'all get what's going on here? But overall, I just feel like this episode was kind of dry, and honestly, like I said, I thought they was going to do a little bit more with Jay and having him explore the property a little bit more and go in more depth. But, hopefully in the future we can get more of that. But yeah, what do you all think about this episode? Did you really think this house was haunted? Me, I'm on the borderline with it. But like I said earlier, man, it's hard to take things serious when you got people who look like they're on drugs. Not saying that they are, but y'all get what I'm saying. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section, what do you all think about this episode? And if you love any and everything paranormal, then make sure you check out my channel. If you like my content, then subscribe and hit that notification button so you can see every time I upload. As always, be safe. Peace.